there's signs. I don't know. It might have been a church, I think, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Well, like there's like signs where they put the letters in.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
This said PTSD tailgate party next week. This is fucked up, but would it not be hey, we gotta set some fireworks.
Oh my god! There's no standard that there's a mute button on a microwave.
Okay.
I have a big complaint that we do not use the metric system. We should. It's better. Feet, inches, miles. It's stupid.
Like the measure of the foot is based off of some king in England from like year 800 or some bullshit like that. They like pulled this guy and they're like, "Sir, we need a length," and can you imagine if it was his cock? Like this whole time we were using his dick length instead of his foot. He's just. I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm telling you.
Ooh.
Every 10 years, I'm gonna get a line where my testicles fall, and I just want to see, just like like when you're a kid, like your mom like puts you up against the door. You know what I mean? They put the line up there, like look at how much you've grown, Timmy.
How do bugs come back after the winter? Why do bathroom stalls have giant gaps in them? All right, guys, here we go. We got episode 6. I needed a second hand. I am so proud of myself. We have Andy here with us, another one of my friends. He's funny sometimes. I don't know, right? But
autistic. But
yeah. Great. Yeah, well, that's what we use. That's a fun word.
Yeah,
right?
it works.
It's like, we'll bring that into the conversation.
Hey,
yeah.
I know.
Touch of the tism?
Dude,
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
But
only like 30 people watch, so who really cares? really playing to my base. So just who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Just
man.
talking to my family members and like everybody in our Discord, really.
So
It's like Discord, except they can't talk back, But yeah, it's not a family show. Throw a like or a subscribe down in the bottom if you're into that kind of thing. I don't know. Seems like what successful YouTubers do. They ask people to do that. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't really work anymore. I don't know. But it seems to. Like, it makes me feel better. I wake up and I have another subscriber, and you make me happy. I have a wedding tomorrow, so that'd be good.
I have a wedding coming up in October.
You do?
That I'm going to be in.
That's because you're getting married.
So if this does become popular, it would be really sick to get like $20 towards this. Like, that'd be awesome.
20 grand? Yeah.
20 grand?
There we go. That's what I have to pay
$20,
the guests
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right, I'll keep the rest. 19 made, 20.
Yeah.
So we got some topics. You brought some stories with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to start off with. Oh, no. Are we going to get interrupted right away? Anyways, all right, so you want to go over the buttons? I mean, you didn't do the button. I mean, no, I first started the whole thing, like, I don't know if you watched the first episode, but, like, the first episode, everybody wanted, like, a button to hit, and be like, when they had a complaint, and they were like, I need to, like, I have a complaint, I want to hit something. Okay. So then Kenny suggests, I was thinking like a bell, like a dinner bell, like ding. But then Kenny showed me these, right? And they're like for dogs and stuff. So you can train your dog, you hit it, and it like says something.
Oh,
so then,
it's one of those?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck
so, like,
yeah.
you record into it whatever you want. So I was thinking it'd be fun to have every guest record whatever they wanted. Like, I have mine that says like, right? So do you want to do one?
Sure, how do I do it?
So you hold the record.
Okay.
And then when you record, like that's record, and then let it go.
That's total horse shit. There we go. I like that.
Hit it.
That's total horseshit.
There we go.
Sick.
It'll be
All right,
fun.
cool,
It'll be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
You like my sign?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you like that?
You
were picking on it earlier.
You gotta fold it a little bit better here.
Well, I put the button. I was using another button to support it. I can't. It slides because the table's slippery. I need an engineer.
Yeah. Good
You
luck
know
finding
one?
No. Good luck.
No,
finding
yeah,
one.
you don't know one. Yeah.
This is totally not going to go well at all.
You got it. Look at that.
Just a little,
Did you see the one where me and Kenny made a sub out of it?
No. What?
Yeah. They're bitching that like subs when they make them, like they only do it on one. They do it like, and they make it in the middle. That when you fold it, and then it's all meat on one side, and like all tomatoes on the other, or it just squirts out the top. Fucking awful. Yeah. That one did pretty good.
Really?
That got like 5,000 views.
Really?
Yeah. The shorts. The shorts are what takes so much time.
Yeah, the shorts are good, though.
I could bitch about that for sure. Because editing the podcast, like cut out the bathroom breaks, bringing in a heater, whatever, and then move on. But like the shorts, they like take forever. Because it's like you got to go through and then you got to like cut them up. You got to put the captions on there. And then you got to, so yeah, it takes so much longer.
I thought it was weird, like your shorts came up like when I didn't follow you on YouTube.
Yeah?
Like they were
Really?
up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you probably watched one of the podcasts, so then maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Because
clicked
like
on
it like scrolled and then like I saw a beautiful face come up of yours, and I didn't like put two and two together there. The lighting was amazing, and I was like, "Oh, holy shit! It's a real fucking podcast going on."
You shouldn't have. You're supposed to bitch, and you're just stroking my dick over here, making me feel good about myself.
Dude, first off, sorry I'm late.
You're
A little
late.
bit. I said I was gonna be 30 minutes early, so.
Oh, okay. You were supposed to be here at 7. It's 7:10. I think you're doing pretty good.
Your fucking driveway next to your neighbor.
Yeah.
It's the third time I've come to your house, and all 3 times I've gone up your neighbor's driveway. Every time.
You should just stop at his
So,
house.
'cause-
Just start becoming his friend too.
Well, every time like there's like that split,
Yeah.
right? There's like a double. I'm like, oh, he's on the right side. I go up and I'm like, this isn't even his fucking driveway. I'm like, I know because his is shittier. So
It is. His is all paved. I
yes,
know.
yeah.
Fucker.
it's beautiful.
He's got
he must
it.
have more.
Yeah.
I was driving up yours and then I was like, man, that's a big ass fucking pothole there.
Yeah,
man.
the potholes, they straighten your ass out, you know. You gotta really want to come up here. You gotta really want to be my
I
friend
think
to come
that's
up
like
here.
the best deterrent. I think that's what Afghanistan does. You know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go there because the U.S. put too many potholes.
Yes, that's the reason why.
That's the reason.
They weren't just digging holes and putting.
No,
shit in
it wasn't. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I got a funny story about that actually.
Yeah.
My oh shit. Well, he passed away, but the gunny I used to be that I used to serve with for a few years, he told me when he was in, I think it was Iraq. They sorry, I'm like munching on your shit.
That's hot. I could just get my wife to do that.
Well, you got to munch on her first.
Well, that's a lot of work.
I know, man, but it's all
It's like
about,
3 times the amount of time.
It's all about building.
You gotta say nice things. The build-up's the worst. You gotta like say nice
gotta
things
rub
to
their
them and
back.
stuff. I know. It's like
they want.
I don't know. Like mine. It's like you cradle the balls. I mean, that's even extra credit. Like
That's
you
what
don't
I'm
really
saying.
have to, but
That's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
do it, and you're like
Real
A+.
brownie points for eye contact.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I don't know if we
agree.
should leave that in or not, but
What are you talking about?
what?
They're getting tips right now. They might watch. Like now we don't have to tell them. We like, oh, they found out, meaning they just watched, right? And we didn't have to do it.
Right.
You know, it's not really a. But you know, it's a. Oh, we need one for like a good thing.
Okay.
Like it'd be like, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Dude, I love that. Put that in the middle. There we go.
Oh, the middle one is the good
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
I
there we
fucked
go.
it up all last time, and then most of them Kenny made it say like I have a tiny dick, so it's probably what like is still on this one.
So it speaks the truth.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Joe has a tiny wiener. Joe has a tiny wiener.
What?
Joe has a
JoJo
tiny-
has a tiny wiener.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I have to re-record that one too.
Well, back to what I was saying though. So the dude I served with, his buddy, or I'm sorry, he was in, I want to say it was Iraq. It was either Iraq or Afghanistan, I forget. One of the deployments he was on, he was talking about in like, it was probably like 2007 or 8. Doesn't really matter. But he was saying that his buddy was the EOD, right? So he was the guy that
What's EOD?
EOD is like it's a guy that like when they're driving in a convoy, it's not even just driving, but like if there's an explosive that they think is there, they send a guy out and he goes pulls it. You ever seen Hurt Locker? You ever seen
Yeah.
Hurt Locker?
That was one
that's
of your
an-
buddies?
well, not my buddy, his friend on the deployment. So the guy like wasn't getting a lot of sleep because like go figure, there's like a lot of bombs in the ground over there. So
Yeah, that was like their thing, right?
it's like their thing.
Yeah.
No, but he was saying like they were on like some convoy the one day, and he was getting really like irritated because he wasn't sleeping because he was like constantly having like getting called out to go and like look at these explosives and like disarm them. And he said he was sitting in the truck and they pulled over and they're yelling for him. They're like, where the fuck's he at, right? So someone runs down, goes gets him, and he's like really fucking irritated because he's like trying to sleep. He's like, what the fuck do you want? He's like, oh, hey, sorry, like, we think that there's like something up ahead. And he's like, fucking, he said he was like super pissed and grouchy, and he walks all the way up, looks at the fucking thing, kicks it as hard as he can, and he says, it's fucking disarmed already. I was here an hour ago. Go fucking, and then he like went back to his truck and he's like, I'm going to sleep. I was like, but
badass,
that's
though.
fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, this thing's already, we don't give a fuck.
That's fucking badass that you can like kick a bomb though.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I'm
pretty
not
sick.
even if I disarmed a bomb, I'm like,
I'm not doing that shit.
well, there's always
doing that
that
shit.
chance, right? Like
yeah.
I don't know if I have that many. My dick's not that big. No way.
No,
Like,
my
I could
balls
see-
are. But that might be because of cancer.
Get him
I
out.
don't know yet.
Well,
It
you
might
know,
be,
we
it might
could.
be.
Get a doctor.
Yeah.
We'll get him in here. That'll be next. I'll get a doctor in here. That'll work.
Dude.
Get a doctor in my basement.
Dude.
It's like going to be impossible to get people on this podcast. Hey, do you want to come over to my basement?
You know, if you get a doctor, I say we bring your friend back, Rick,
Yeah.
and we give him a surprise prostate exam. He's what? He's probably 40, right?
Rick's like 50,
He's 50?
I think. 40 something. 40 something.
Shout out to Rick. He looks good
Yeah.
at 50.
Yeah, because he's like 6 years, 7 years. Okay, so not 50 yet. He's getting there though. He's 40 something.
How old are you again? You're 30.
I'm 37.
37. Okay.
Yeah. And how old are you?
27.
27. So
14.
10 years.
10 years, bro.
10 years of fucking working for the man.
For the
You know,
man.
not really. I've worked a lot of different things, you know, because I did the contracting
Yeah.
stuff and then did the wedding stuff, and now I'm working where I'm at now. But so leave all that shit out.
Dude, you're making a living.
Well, this would be fun, like just talking with people in my basement. But I want to try and bring interesting people. Like I keep trying to get those amateur wrestlers. Like we went to that amateur wrestler thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm reaching out to them, but nobody's gotten back to me yet. So I'm gonna try it harder on Sunday.
Dude,
and
if
be
you-
like, hey, I don't have any more scheduled. Will you please come on my podcast?
I don't know if he would do it, but one of my closest friends, he's a professional MMA fighter. Maybe he'd be interested to talk. Yeah,
Maybe, but I don't watch MMA, so I'd have all these like newbie questions, like, does it hurt to get punched in the face? Right? You're like, doesn't it? Like, dude, I've been punched in the face like once, maybe twice in my life, and I'm like, I don't like that. Like, how do you go more of that?
I mean,
Like, do you talk? He's like a good friend of yours.
oh yeah.
So why does it? Can you maybe give me some insight on why they like getting punched in the face?
I think it's
Oh,
a
you don't
sexual
know?
pleasure thing for sure.
No.
Oh, yeah.
They're not getting in there like,
If you-
that dude's huge. I want him to punch me.
Listen, man, if you met him, like
Maybe I
he
will.
tells me, he's like, when I fuck, I like we're in a fight, you know, like that's what he says. He's like, I want to get fucking beat, like, you know, he wants to lay it into her, he wants her to lay it, you know, that kind of thing. So maybe it is a sex. I don't know. I don't know.
We gotta have now. We gotta have this.
He
dude
is
on.
one of the most interesting people you'll ever meet, ever.
I mean, let's do it.
He's a
I mean,
funny
if he'll
guy,
do it, I'm
yeah.
totally like. I'm trying to get like my feet wet. You know what I mean? Like nobody's watching, but like this just helps. Like I'm be like, okay, cool. So I can like talk for an hour or whatever and figure out like, oh well, maybe it's not all like it's not all.
Yeah.
But like, you know, make it interesting for people. Because like at people's other podcasts, they go off on like tangents and they don't stay on topic that much.
Yeah.
Like, you watch Theo Vaughn at all? You watch his stuff?
I saw him collapse in that chair on the inauguration, but that's about it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said
That sounds funny.
Yeah, he.
Did he do it on purpose?
No. I think they said he was leaning back. I think the two Paul brothers were behind him. And he broke the chair and he said, "Fucking Kamala Harris chairs." Like, but
That's funny.
I don't know. I haven't really watched. I think he's okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't really have like a lot
I don't want to like throw shade.
No,
but it's
I'm
just
not
like
shade.
like compared to other podcasts, it's like I feel like, you know, they don't. He doesn't ask as many questions as like that. I like. Feel like some other people ask
Yeah.
more interesting questions, but like he does keep the podcast going, right? Like he does like the whole time. You know what I mean?
He's
But,
definitely.
like,
I don't want to say it's not like surface level shit, but like, you know, he just, you know,
yeah,
he makes a lot of jokes. I don't know. It kind of gets old
Yeah.
after a while, but
yeah, not
No.
my, but
For a
you know, yeah, he's more successful than I am. He's got like 2-3 million followers or subscribers.
we will
So,
never
like,
touch that.
Huh?
We will never touch. We're never gonna get to
No
that.
fucking way. No, I don't know how. If I put a lot of money behind it, but that's how you'd have to do it. You got to get
Yeah,
like
but
a
where are you getting the
producer,
money?
and I don't know. I have a
Prostitution?
job.
Yeah, well, that's
You know.
gonna get you far.
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
Well, you want to dive into a topic?
sure. What do you wanna talk about?
I had that we could argue, like definitely. I don't know. It's like totally. Well, now let's do a fun one. Okay, I'm gonna just pick a random one. I have the one I want to talk to you about, but we've kind of like personal.
Okay.
That first like 2 minutes there, so I'm just like, all right, let's dive into a real one.
All right.
Right. I feel like this is an old topic, but needs to be brought up.
Okay.
Right. We are, going to Mars. We're launching rockets, but like standard is not. There's no standard that there's a mute button on a microwave.
Okay.
Why? Right? Do you know how to mute? Do you know how to mute your microwave?
I
Do you?
No, I don't.
You don't, right?
don't, no.
What 2 a.m. You know it's gonna beep. What do you do?
Complaint.
Yeah, you're gonna complain about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
agree
I mean,
with
like,
that.
why? I can say you're an engineer,
yeah,
right?
you can say that.
You're an engineer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying where you're working though, but like you're an engineer.
yeah.
Why can't? Can we do it?
You
As an engineer, can we
you
do
can totally
it?
do it. Only
Okay.
reason why I know this is like 2 weeks ago, my mom's microwave went out, and I had to fucking pull the goddamn thing apart. I didn't know this, but like when you
Wait a minute. You pulled a microwave apart?
Yeah, I had because
Why?
her thing was like it was beeping a lot. That and what the fuck else? Oh,
She
the
wanted you to remove the beeper. See?
Yeah, and the fan was constant.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but like if you take the panel off, like
No, what panel?
like you know where the buttons are.
Oh, that
yeah,
panel.
yeah.
Okay.
So like
I thought like the panel that covers the microwave thing.
No.
It's like dangerous.
No,
Like,
no,
You can't like leave the door open when you have those on.
is that true?
I don't know.
Or just pulling.
How's your cancer balls?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
honestly, though,
Balls are this
but there-
big, and you're
there's
like, wow.
There's a sensor in there for the door.
You
It's a
just
mechanical sensor. It's
yeah,
not
but you
even
just
like a.
took the panel off. Like you could like
okay.
you could have disabled the sensor on the door too.
Well, yeah, but I think that's a fair point. But I didn't know that if you take the panel off, there is they put the schematic. Like there's like a little clip, and they put the schematic in there, which I'm
Like
like,
a piece of paper?
Yeah, like a piece. You unfold it,
Really?
the fucking blue, the circuit diagram comes out. I'm like, so I'm sitting there like a jackass, and my mom's like, you know how to do this? I was like, yeah, sadly I do, you know. Like, but I found the connection point, and it was burnt out, and I think that whatever that was relaying to, which I have no fucking idea because I hate electrical work. I think
Who
that's-
doesn't? Well, mechanical, you can see it. Electrical, it's smoke and mirrors. So it's tough.
I mean, yeah. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like,
I mean, we both engineer during the day, so like, yeah. There's mechanical, and you're like, there's a switch, and it's just like click, 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 and then electrical, you're just like, well, the electric is supposed to jump from there to there, and it doesn't.
exactly.
Like Transformers, right? Like, it's magic. It's literally magic. I mean, come on. It's a coil of wire and a coil of wire, and how far we put them apart and shit like. What's the other one? The current that's going through it, or something like that. How many winds? It's how many winds and then how fucking far apart there are. And you're like, that's some fucking smoke and mirrors shit that you'd be like, I'm gonna fucking tinfoil hat. You're like, I got these two things and I run electric through it. And it's like, jumps from here to there. And you're like, no, it fucking doesn't. And then, no, that's what your fucking house runs on. Like, this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, normally you have a little magnet in the solenoid of the curled up wire you're talking about. And it goes
Yes.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then
Yeah.
you got energy.
Exactly.
Because you're
It's a
creating a
generator.
force.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know, it is kind of wild.
It is.
kinda
It's
wild.
bullshit.
It's kind of crazy, too. Like, only recently have we, like, kind of come to more of a conclusion on that. I think in, like, 2016. All right.
that soon?
That's soon. Well, 2016, because we're talking about like now,
mean,
now we're kind of like getting out there, but like Einstein.
This is what we do here.
I know, but Einstein.
There's 30 people watching. And my mom's one of them. So.
Awesome, dude! Shout out to your mom, man. Oh,
That's a good thing.
that's a good thing. Yes.
These are great.
What was I saying with that? Didn't they like they just
were-
only?
You were
Let me
saying
make
it was
sure I'm in-
recent.
I think only like recently, like I think it was almost exactly 100 years from like when Einstein like laid out. What the fuck was that?
It went off.
Oh,
No quitters here.
yeah. Shit, I forget what I was saying. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe the beer's getting to me already.
That's hot.
I haven't eaten.
All right. Start getting your clothes taken off here.
Well, I wish I could. I got a heat pad on my asshole right now, and I have like 100-degree fucking heater in the one right there. But no,
I'm just trying to get you naked by the end of
I don't
This is
blame
like,
you.
Like I'm like Justin Timberlake at the fucking Super Bowl.
Dude, I'm gonna
You're
be
gonna be
paying-
naked by the end of this podcast.
Are you able to like I don't know anything about editing? Are you able to put like that like fuzzy shit over my crotch? If,
Yeah.
like, okay, all right.
I could.
Oh, okay.
It's what I do. That'd be like asking, can you design me something? Can you 3D print me something? That's what you just asked me.
I sure can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you FDM print me something, or is that gonna hurt your soul? It's gonna hurt your soul. isn't it?
I
Tell me about how
like-
much you like FDM printing compared to resin.
Okay, right. I just got an FDM printer not too long ago,
Yeah.
and it's pretty sick.
And it's better than FDM
It's
or
SLA.
resin.
SLA, yeah.
Damn
I might
it!
have to do a pause.
Oh, you're gonna use the paper again? See, everybody makes fun of my sign, but my sign is always like getting used every show. So I'm not getting rid of it. I'm gonna sign it, and it's gonna be worth millions.
So like an FDM printer, like this is the bed, like the piece of. This is. I'm so sorry.
Everybody's gonna learn.
Yeah, they're gonna learn today. No, but like this piece of paper is the build plate that they call it in 3D printing, obviously, and that's where like if I wanted to go in my software and I'm like, oh, I like this like black piece that you see here, and I want to print this in whatever plastic this is, probably like ABS or some shit, but this is injection molded. Regardless, I send it into a software. It processes it, it slices it, it's a slicer, and then it puts it into what they call a G-code. The G-code is a line-by-line code that tells the printer what direction the arm needs to go on an FDM printer. So when the arm comes down, you feed the plastic on a, normally they're on a spool. Feed the plastic, it's like, looks like a
thin little wire.
Like a wire, right?
It's like a wire of plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's a gear system inside on the extruder, they call it, and the two gears come together and they push the plastic through a hot end. You heat the hot end up to whatever the plastic.
It's basically like a hot glue gun.
It's like a hot glue gun
on a stick.
It's exact. If you take a hot glue gun and you're like, okay, I want to put the first layer, and I make like a little, the circle in this case. I'm like, I make a circle.
You just can't do a hot glue gun very accurately.
You cannot do it accurately. It's really good for well, I guess 3D printing in general, but it's definitely good for prototyping because it is more rigid than the other format that we were talking about is SLA printing, which now I have my build plate and it's flipped upside down and then it dips into a vat of resin, right? Underneath the vat, there's this thing called an FEP sheet, which is essentially it's a clear piece of plastic that is a little bit tackier and is strong enough that when the bed comes down into the fluid, it sticks to it and it suctions to the FEP sheet. Well, when it wants to go up and do the next layer.
Because it's basically like a TV screen under there, kind of, with all the little pixels,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So then when it fires, that
right,
it's like a UV sensitive.
It is UV sensitive resin. Yeah.
Okay,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So then when it fires, it crystallizes that, but it crystallizes it on what's the thickness of the layer?
5 micrometers.
Goodness gracious, what's that in freedom units?
A cunt hair, I think they call it in America.
3,000.
It's a lot.
Human hair?
It's
human hair is thicker.
No. Wow, it's gonna be a 32nd of an inch. Let's call it that. I have
32nd of an inch. You don't know thousandths?
I
mean, I don't know millimeters. So.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been doing machining, but I just can't convert that off the top of my head. But
okay,
yeah,
you converted it to a cunt hair. That's
the
great.
way my father would say it.
Yeah. Well, we'll send it to him. We'll send him the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll make him proud of you.
Yeah, you should.
For once.
I
don't know your family at all.
That's another guy you got to get on. Oh my god, my dad is a fucking interesting dude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, anyways, the differences between them is you can be way more accurate, right?
You can be a lot more accurate, and when you pull the two parts out, right? Like the FDM printer, it does have its advantages. It's definitely less brittle. It's more. It's a lot of the. Excuse me. It's definitely more rigid. And what was I gonna say? I think the cost
is... The supports are more stiff.
The supports are definitely more stiff.
But it's because the whole thing's more rigid.
Yeah,
when you print, if you print something that has an overhang like this, right, you're going to have, it can't print in midair. So we'd have to have supports under there.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, see, the supports for
These buttons are so useful.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. The supports for, the SLA printing stuff. We're going to have to get strippers out here. That's what I
That's the next episode,
yeah.
Maddie's going to love it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're male
strippers. It's a natural progression. I had you, Kenny, Rick, strippers.
Male stripper.
Male stripper?
No, yeah, you can't.
Then, I mean, okay, but we're going to have a girl stripper too. Dude, what if I interviewed a stripper?
That'd be really sick.
Guy and girl, both of them. Find a couple that both do it together.
Do we know strippers?
I don't know any strippers. Does any strippers comment down below?
What was,
Oh wait.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a really good thing. That's a really good thing. Yeah, this is useless one.
Yeah.
But
Put them back.
yeah, I
Nobody
I
can
am
see it.
on the side of resin printing, and I think it's faster, more cost effective, and all that bullshit. It's nerdy, but
Well, yeah, but you do things that are like more professional. So,
I don't know if that's
like,
more professional.
I
It's
mean,
just-
the definition of professional is you get paid to do it.
Well, okay, I get paid to do things because I find idiots to buy it.
That is the definition of professional again.
It's kind of scummy, I think.
I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
not scummy.
No, because it's like, no, like anything you do, like you go find somebody that doesn't want to shovel their walk, and they give you $20 to shovel the snow off of their walk.
Yeah,
You
but
didn't
are
find
you-
an idiot.
but
You
are
just
you
found
sitting
somebody
in-
who didn't want to shovel their walk.
Okay, all right.
Like, because I 3D print stuff for Kenny, and
Yeah.
it's just, he could buy a printer. He has financially, could totally do it.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to deal with it because it's like, there's like, idiosyncrasy, I'm never getting through that word. There's no way. Idiosyncrasies. Yeah, I did it!
That's total horseshit.
There's idiosyncrasies to it. I got
Yeah.
through it again.
Yeah, you got it.
That, like the melting temperature and like you said, the temperature around it and like keeping all that shit.
Yeah.
So we could bitch about it a little bit because like printing like different materials, right? So if you print PLA, that's the most standard material that people print, but it has downsides to it. It's not UV protective, so you take that thing out in the sun, crinkles up like a potato chip. However, you do PETG, then you can do like UV protectant stuff. However, it's really hard to print. You'll just have a super messed up print for absolutely no reason. Because when you print, you have to keep it attached to the bed. If it becomes attached to the bed, then life sucks and you got to start all over again.
Complaint.
Not relatable complaint, but
Yeah, right.
Anybody who has a 3D printer, they're watching right now.
They are.
And they're like,
I guarantee you there might be 1/8 of one.
1/8 of one.
1/8
Yeah,
of one
so there was
person
somebody who was
watching
watching that had like that much curiosity to it, and we explored it to them. But they are cheap. I mean, they're like
are
100. You
cheap.
can get a printer for like 100, 200 bucks.
All right. I don't buy new printers. I do not buy new printers.
Why?
Because I can go to Facebook Marketplace
Well, that's a good point.
and, dude,
You're totally right.
I bargained the fuck out of it. Like I bought a $3,000 printer, resin printer, for $800,
Dang.
and the guy never used it.
Wow. Well, that's good.
He literally said, and like I could see because he left like there was a little bit of resin residue on there, like on the screw or around it.
Yeah.
Easy to clean up because it wasn't hardened. But he's like, I literally like put it in, I poured it, and then like I left it there because like I just never had time. And I'm like, why the fuck would you spend $3,000 in this? $3,000? Like
People
that's.
are bored and dumb.
I mean, I drove to West.
There's a lot of dumb people in the world. My dad said God must love stupid people because he sure made a lot of them.
No, okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, totally true.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, never buy new ones. Like,
I mean, I would buy new anything, to be honest with you.
don't.
Like, everything I have is used. Because
Oh.
even on Amazon, I'll get, like, the refurbished whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this, refurbished.
Really?
This,
I didn't. I actually.
refurbished.
I didn't know you. Could do that.
Everything.
I didn't know you could get refurbished stuff on Amazon.
Or, like, used on Amazon. You're like, because you can just send it back. You get it, and it's like, oh, this is dog shit. And you're like, oh, well, send it back. Do it again. Send it back to Jeff Bezos' house, and it's fine. Like, he sits on his giant yacht with all my shit that he took back.
Dude, speaking of Amazon and resin 3D printing, I know I wanted to allude this like last week, but you told me to like save it.
Yeah.
I am a cheap ass for sure, right?
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, 100%. I bought like 5, or no, how much was it? 10 boxes. So there's 1,000 grams of resin or whatever the fuck it was. It was a big ass box of resin. There's a lot. There's a lot of material, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I got it in the
I
Amazon
don't know how
package.
many measure it in grams, but okay.
Yeah.
Do you measure anything in Freedom Units? Like when you go to the doctor, you ask them for kilograms?
It's all the time.
Like your 7,000 kilograms or whatever the hell it is?
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have Freedom Units or
I mean, there are bullshit. We're like the only country. Seriously. Us and like one tiny
Great
little
Britain.
country in Africa.
Great Britain.
Great Britain what?
Where do you think we got it?
Well, yeah, but they changed. They figured out,
They
we
do
fucked
both.
it up.
You know, okay.
Well, I mean, we do both too. We just pretend like we don't. It's like we could drop the one and we could figure it out. We could stop with this fucking... What is it called? Standard? What are you doing?
I'm just turning off the thing. My asshole's really starting to sweat now. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go back. Complaint.
Yeah, complain. Yeah, complain, exactly.
The
Yes.
American system that we do not, I have a big complaint that we do not use the metric system. We should. It's better. Feet, inches, miles. It's stupid.
In the 70s, there was a bill, and they didn't pass it. And the reason why they didn't pass it?
Why not?
Okay, come on, you know why.
Politics.
Well, obviously politics, but like...
So, like, if engineers were in charge of that, they would have fixed it.
Engineers
But politicians were in charge.
engineers use both.
Yeah, well, because we have to.
Famously speaking, because I had a professor tell
So I
me
said
about this.
we. That felt weird.
Yeah. I had a
I'm not a real engineer.
I had a professor, a physics professor, that was like friends with the dude at NASA. That like there was a famous story where they sent a rocket up and it like crashed. Like the fucking trajectory was completely wrong because he when he converted from metric to U.S. standard and then he had to go back to metric. He missed like he didn't do a conversion in there and it was like one thing. It was one line of math. And it fucked the rocket up. And it cost them like...
Just like the Hubble,
300
right? Isn't that what happened with the Hubble with the lens?
Is
the
that what happened
grinding
with
of the lens. It was a conversion from standard to metric.
I didn't know that.
It's called standard. What's
It's US standard is what I say. Yeah.
US standard, whatever.
I'd just say standard.
SAE. Standard.
Something engineering.
I don't know.
I really don't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh,
We're going to
okay.
call it standard and metric.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
You know.
Standard is like most of the time I do use standard because you have to. Like you go to Home Depot, it's not like it's a 2x4, even though it's not. That's what they use there. Like we're screwed. We can't fix it. And it's just like, well, we got too many dumb builders that still use it, so we got to keep using it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, well, if something's wrong, why don't we fix it? Why are we still doing this? I didn't even have this on the list. This is a great one.
How many years have you been in the United States? When have you ever sat down and been like, we can do that better?
Well, usually we do, don't we?
We're a country of rugged individualists, and we're fucking idiots at nature. Like, I mean, like, come on. Like we know the right thing, but we're arrogant.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's just...
That's total
It's total horseshit, yeah.
Dude, right?
It's true, dude. It's
It
true.
is.
Like,
It's so much better though. Like all you do is move a decimal point, and you've converted it.
also though, okay, but here, let me play devil's advocate.
No, you're gonna
Devil's
defend it?
I'm gonna defend.
All the thing defense is that we've used it for so long, it's convenient.
Well, I was gonna say
Give me more. Go ahead.
the only
Try it.
awesome defense that I have for standard is the foot. I believe is like the measure of the foot is based off of some king in England from like year 800 or some bullshit like that. They like pulled this guy and they're like, "Sir, we need a length," and can you imagine if it was his cock? Like this whole time we were using his dick length instead of his foot.
It's the longest running dick joke in human history. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
So he was at least half a foot.
There's no button for that.
Yeah, I know there isn't, but
Oh, that would be funny as shit.
yeah,
It'd be like,
I think standard is really dumb. But that's why like I guarantee you, like if you look at this bottle, it has both, right?
yeah, in the parentheses, we
Yeah.
get both.
Yeah, I'm too cross-eyed right now to look at that, but yeah, I mean, it's stupid. Honestly, it probably has something to do with like what do you call it? Like proprietary and like what's it called? Like specialized like parts, right? Like I imagine our manufacturing like because we're talking about the 70s. Let's just say like from the 1900s to the 70s, just even imagine all of like the very specialized parts that they all made on US standard.
Yeah.
And so when they're selling things like, I'm just going to say aircraft because that's like the industry I'm in, but like some of the aircraft I work on, they're old as fuck. And now a country buys one in, let's say, 1960, and then they flip, let's say they did pass it in 1970. Now you have to like reteach all of your machinists and all that bullshit or like make new fucking parts in those units, which...
but the rest of the world figured it out.
I don't know.
Great Britain didn't burn to the ground. They figured it out. I mean, Hitler almost figured it out, but like that was what he did. He just switched the metric, and then
Was that what he
everybody.
did?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think that's what he did. I think that's what changed it. Oh God, better not leave that
Yeah,
in.
you probably shouldn't leave that.
I'm totally leaving it in.
Okay.
Okay. I don't give a shit. All the 30 people watching this didn't think a Hitler joke was coming. Come on.
Especially what's going on
the
the
Jews
last
gonna
couple
come
days.
for me? I don't know.
Look,
Maybe.
look. There's nothing wrong. You're just throwing your heart out to it. You know?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Everybody gotta let their freak flag fly.
Freak
good.
flag fly.
That's a tough one. Try it 3 times fast.
No, I'm not gonna try that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
say
not
something
getting
wrong
there.
here.
Yeah. See, I'm the talk show host. I'm the professional here. Professional bullshitter.
We were talking about the Amazon thing though. Okay, so I'm a cheap.
Sorry.
I did. That's okay. We got on a good tangent.
I told you, kindling. That's what these do. They
That's
just. I don't give a rat's ass if we talk about what I actually said in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
yeah.
That's not what it's about. Amazon. You're a
anyway.
cheap ass.
I'm a cheap ass.
Yeah, but you said you just got used shit. I thought that was the thing. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, because I'm a cheap ass.
Yeah, but you didn't know you could get them used on Amazon. I told you.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But there's definitely not going to be. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I can drive down the road and go get. It does. I'll wait from the printing shit. Anyway, I bought material
It's
for
gonna be a
this.
whole episode of
I know,
printing.
but I bought the.
It's okay. Me and Kenny talked about food like the whole time.
That
You know.
sounds awesome.
You'll watch it someday.
Someday
When you grow up.
I'm going. My intention is because I
27-year-old.
drive an hour and a half to go to fucking work. My intention is to just do one and do the other on the way. You know what I mean? Like I'm
There
gonna
you
knock
go.
them out.
I'm just gonna guilt trip you until you do
That's
it.
fine.
I
You-
have
you
your
can-
phone
I
number.
mean, I'm so egotistical. I'm watching this one first.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm not. I'm actually not doing that.
You're talking to yourself right now. If you have to say something to 3 days from now, Andy,
Yeah.
what are you gonna?
What am I gonna say to Andy
Yeah.
from 3 days ago?
Yeah, he's right there.
Um,
Not 3 days ago. 3 days from now.
oh, 3 days from now. I mean, 3 days from now.
Actually, it might be a week.
I'm hoping the Birds win. So go Birds.
Oh, here we go.
You know, I'm going to that game. I'm definitely getting trash and sneaking beer in there. 100%. 100%. I might even throw myself off.
So wait, are you talking to Andy in jail right now?
Maybe. Hey, I might climb a grease pole. So like, have you seen the news?
If they win, I've seen like
Oh my God, yeah.
your city is the only city that when they win, they burn it to the ground.
Exactly.
Because nobody does that. Only Philly.
Well,
That's
okay.
a problem.
I'm-
Let me fix your mic because you fucked it up
did I fuck
when
it
you
up?
zipped it, and then I'm gonna deal with shitty audio. Go ahead. Tell me
sorry.
about your city that burns itself to the ground.
Okay, right. If Buffalo won a Super Bowl,
Okay.
they would probably burn the city to the ground too in excitement. Like
never gonna happen,
Hey,
though,
I
so it's
don't.
fine.
You might be right, but I feel bad. My father-in-law, he's a huge Bills fan.
Sorry to hear that. It's like Browns. It's like Browns
Yeah, I
fans. They're
know.
like, you ever gonna give
I
up?
know, but like you got
Like the Steelers suck right now, and you're just like, yeah, but like 6. Like,
but-
did it before.
okay, but the Steelers have Russell Wilson and the Bills have Josh Allen. At least it's fun to watch the Bills. No offense. I mean, you have Justin Fields.
None.
Hey,
You didn't fix it.
I know he didn't. He didn't figure. Well, okay, but he went 4-0 and then went. All right, we're gonna bench you. What?
It's like you have a tiny cock. Yes, and it's also white, and you're just like, you're not making it better.
Just like that king. Just
They weren't using my
Yes,
measurement there.
exactly, dude.
1 foot.
maybe
right
they
here.
were using his testicles. Maybe he was an old king. That's what I'm saying. He's just. I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm telling you.
Ooh, ooh.
Every 10 years, I'm gonna get a line where my testicles fall, and I just want to see, just like like when you're a kid, like your mom like puts you up against the door. You know what I mean? They put the line up there, like look at how much you've grown, Timmy. So.
So you just go up and then you
Yes!
spread your ass,
Yes!
put it on the wall,
Yes.
and your nutsack.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'll put like paint on it or something. I'll just like slap it against it. It'd be
You got like you have to do a different color every year. So you got like a rainbow of nutsack on the wall.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
I'm LGBT friendly. That's what I say. So
I'm sure they'll love it. Yeah. They'll be like, oh, look, Andy's testicles. He's all for us. He's nuts for us.
you're gonna see. You're gonna
okay.
see. It's like 20, 30. Or I'm sorry. You're gonna see 2 nuts at the 20, 30, 40, and then I'm telling you, man, probably got testicular cancer. You're gonna see 1 ball, right? It's gonna be a 1 baller.
Bigger.
They might get bigger. You know what? Should
It's gonna look like an Eiffel Tower.
If I do end up having testicular cancer,
Okay.
I should not be throwing this out there, but it doesn't matter.
You want me to check for you?
You can. Only orally. I can only check it orally.
How else do you do it?
I couldn't tell you. Some people want to use those like outside calipers. I'm like, you got your mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus
no.
How'd you get thrown off YouTube?
You might get thrown off YouTube.
Probably.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
It
I
is
didn't
what
like
it
it anyways. It's fine. They didn't like me.
You just call it the compliment department. That's the next one.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Dude, we have to get you a new. That's crazy.
Everybody hates it.
No, I love it. I mean, you're looking around your set, man. I mean, this is
a top quality, man. It's like
I love it. I mean, you got a pile of shit over there. You got firewood, which would be nice because it's cold as shit in here. I'm just
well, I mean, I had the wood stove, but when we bought the place, somebody broke in between when we bought it.
What?
Or when they put it on the market.
Yeah.
Like the picture that you see.
Yeah.
There's a wood stove there, but by the time we came to look at the house, no wood
no
stove.
shit.
Yeah. And the guy that
they
lives
got,
here,
they got $5 in scrap metal. Like what the fuck?
they took all the appliances too, except the dishwasher, because they probably didn't bring a drill to get it off of the floor.
This just made me remember. Do you know how people steal your catalytic converter? Like that's a thing. Like people get under like.
I've heard of it. I've never had that happen.
People will
but
break into houses and get like copper wire.
yes.
Right?
Oh yeah. They'll
The
totally
same,
do that.
yeah, exactly. But you know, they do this. They get under your car and they get your catalytic converter.
Yes.
Apparently, there's a material in there, I don't remember it offhand. I really don't. But it's like it's really expensive. It's the most expensive, the most expensive metal in the world, bought per like gram or kilogram or gram or whatever the fuck that metric shit. But it's in your catalytic converter, and that's why people steal it, because they try to break that open and they sell that little bit of material. Like it's like 50 times more expensive than gold or something like that. It's expensive.
Oh my
I don't remember what it is offhand.
It's like the printer ink of cars.
It's like the printer ink of cars, exactly.
'Cause printer
It's
ink is super expensive.
It's stupid.
But I gotta be honest, like a catalytic, I don't know anything about cars.
Right.
So a catalytic converter, like that sounds like something that you made up, and I'm gonna go to the store and have to ask for that. It's like the flux capacitor.
It's the flux
yeah,
capacitor.
You're like, I'm not going in there and ask. Like, Dad, I'm not going in and ask for that thing. You go ask for it. I don't believe you that that's a real thing.
I got my fiance once with the blinker fluid. That was awesome.
No.
Yeah. No, it wasn't her.
And
I'm
she
sorry.
still wants. Oh,
I'm
I
so
was gonna
sorry.
say,
It was her friend. It was her friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
still
yeah.
friends with her?
Yeah.
Dude, I always thought like we could get. Let's shut this off because we're not even using it.
Yeah, we can.
But get like a thing, like a bottle, right, and then put like an LED thing in it, right, and then like a little battery on the back, and
Okay.
actually make it like blink, and then you could like sell that in stores, and it would actually fucking blink. That would be amazing, and I'd be a
cool.
millionaire.
Oh, you should go on Shark Tank with that. That'd be
Yeah.
you should.
No, we're just gonna make it in Joe's basement. It's fine. I brought an engineer. Here, figure it out. You love electrical stuff. Come on.
I hate fucking electrical shit so much.
Everybody hates electrical. It's mythical. It's so
not-
stupid.
I got offered a job to be an electrical engineer.
Sorry to hear that.
And it was like, it was not.
I'm looking for one.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that shit.
Damn it!
I'm not doing that shit. Well, how much are they paying?
I don't know.
Is it 6 figures?
No, it's close, but no.
I don't need close. I need over the line. But
It's York.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to stay away from you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hate electrical shit. That shit sucks. But
Yeah, it does suck. I gotta change the battery. Okay, I have a question, and I don't know if it's a good one for you or not. And if it's not, I'll just move on, and it won't be a good one, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this, and because right now it's cold as shit outside, right? And I have
Yeah.
a complaint.
Okay.
How do bugs come back after the winter? I need to know. Like, they're
how the
all
fuck am I gonna
dead.
do that?
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't seem logical. Like, I go outside, they're all dead.
I mean, don't they?
But 6 months from now, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna get eaten by mosquitoes.
Okay.
Like, where, like, chicken and the egg, but the chicken and the egg are both gone. I don't understand. Do they just come out of the ground?
I have a counter to this. Even I actually know I have an addition to this.
Do it.
Here's an even better question. Yeah. Why are cicadas on like a 7 and 13 year cycle or some shit? How the fuck does that make any sense? Like, what are they just buried in the ground for 7 years? And like, oh, we're coming out.
Why is it 7?
I don't know. I don't.
It's not even an even number. Like, we have 5 fingers.
It's not even.
Like,
It's 7 and then right 7 and then 13, something like that.
I don't know.
I don't fucking.
I'm not a bug guy.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't they just come? Don't they come out like a
Yeah, they do.
biannually?
But
or
I
some
feel like they
bullshit?
come around every year at the same time. Because they're like, you go outside and you hear that, fucking noise, and you're just like, oh, that's the cicadas, and you're like, I thought that was a 7-year thing, and they're like, no, these are the different cicadas.
Oh.
But I think it's like cicadas are like 7 years, but like they stagger. So like not every cicada was like, oh shit, I came a year early,
Right.
and then that cicada missed it again by another year, and now we get them every year, but it's a different cicada every 7 years. I think that's what it is.
I have
That's
no-
why you hear that fucking shit every
Yeah,
year.
I think you're right. Well, you always find those little like crusties at the end.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, they must be different cicadas. Like those are cicadas that like relate to work, you know?
I know nothing.
I don't either,
Nothing
but it
about
doesn't
insects.
seem logical. Like I don't understand.
I just wish that they didn't.
There's so many bugs.
You know those fucking Japanese lanternflies?
yeah.
Yeah, like the government came out and like you need to crush them if you see them. So like
Oh, that was the
Japanese lanternfly is that?
oh
what it's called?
lantern. Yes, I was
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
confused.
like, they're
Yes,
the
you're
big-
right. You said it right. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Some guy, apparently, some dude thought they looked cool.
Yeah.
When he was in Japan, put in a little glass jar, and brought them back. Like he put some in a fucking container, and he got it on a flight and brought it back. And he's like, "This is sick." And then he's like, "I don't know what to do with these." And then he just like let them go. That's why there's so many. Like, okay, all right, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're on a roll. Go for it.
I was gonna say
This is what this show is all about.
That's right. That's
You-
right.
when you're on a roll, you just keep going down the hill.
Did you
Like,
know
your rock is rolling?
There-
Don't stop it.
Exactly. There are several thousand monkeys in the United States. Right? Like there are no monkeys that are like they're founded here. Founded here. You know what I mean? Native.
No native monkeys.
There are no native monkeys in North America, I think.
Do we have monkeys?
No.
Like outside of zoos, we don't have monkeys, anyways.
No. But there's like several thousand in the wild in the United States from pets. People just open
What?
a cage, or they ran from zoos.
Mike
or
Tyson couldn't have had that many.
dude, he could have. But apparently they're doing a lot of fucking. I think there's a lot down in Florida. If you go to Florida, there are like wild monkeys in Georgia or something like that. Like they're there. Like I don't think there's like a shit ton of them, but like they exist in the wild now, and it's just because people were jackasses or like bought a fucking monkey and they escaped, or like they let them loose, or like
I hate
they
when that
escaped zoos.
happens.
Like yeah, you know.
It's happened to me like 3 times.
Oh, really?
That's what I called my old girlfriends, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
monkey?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I can't make that joke.
No, I
You might
can't.
want to cut that out.
I don't have any old girlfriends, anyways. Nobody wanted to date me.
Fair enough.
No, but the lanternfly thing, like going back to that, I don't know if it was one guy, but you know,
I think it was one guy.
I don't know if
I think a guy like came out and said he
like
did.
COVID, like they're the COVID of bugs. He brought one COVID over, and that was it. It spread. Like we used to have the stink bugs, right? We still have that, but they don't seem as bad.
I think they're getting eaten by the lanternflies.
Is that the
I have
thing?
no idea. Just pulled that
I don't
out of my
know.
ass.
I don't know. There's probably another bug.
Yeah, see, I made it up. Yeah, I don't know anything about bugs.
No, I don't know either. But it seems like a logical question that I should be able to ask, right? Like, how do they all come back? It's like
They have,
we're worried.
they have the willpower.
Yeah, like you're just like, no. I want to know. I want to know the answer, and nobody's got the answer. If somebody knows why bugs keep coming back every year, I want to know. Put it in the comments. Help
agree.
me out. Nobody here knows, and I feel it's a valid. Yeah. All right. Next. I just looked this one up last night. I thought about this when I was talking with my buddy.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've heard of these. I guess I maybe knew, but you know, because like it's the U.S. Like you said, we fuck up a lot of shit. But apparently there are campgrounds, right, that are clothing optional. How do you feel about that?
I also have. All right.
You just got an image in your head, and I know it.
I
didn't
did.
You?
Well, because-
you did.
because-
So what was the image? Yeah.
I'll explain. My dad and I are like, okay.
Oh, you're gonna start with Dad.
Dad,
This is great.
This is getting there. No. So my dad and I went. Oh my god, it had to have been 10 years ago. It had to 8 or 10 years. 10 years ago, minimum. I think I was still a teenager. We were like, let's go like camping for the weekend, right? And we like I guess there's like a section like not too far from here in PA where like the Appalachian Trail is, right? And it's like a really like annoying one because there's a lot of scram. Doesn't matter. we pull over the highway. You know, we got all our shit. We're like, all right, we're gonna spend the weekend here or whatever. So I think we went in like 15 miles or something like that. And
Oh, you drove.
no, we walked.
You walked 15 miles?
Yeah, it was like 10 or
Like in a
15.
circle? Or you had to
No,
come
sh-
back the 15?
10. It was like 10. Maybe it was 12. It was like 12 miles out, like in, and then 12 miles back. Yeah, it was like straight in and straight out.
Like it was like uphill and then you like rolled back.
No, what? No, it's a trailhead. It's
I've
just a
never
trail.
walked 12 miles
That's-
in my life.
I'm
That's
so
insane.
sorry to hear that.
Is that the crazy part of the
That's
story?
not the
Because
crazy
you've
part.
already got me hooked. Let's go.
It is not the crazy part, but yeah, no, we.
Hansel and Gretel fucking marking trees.
and
Like,
Gretel.
how'd you find your way back?
know, right?
Anyways,
Well,
I got a lot of questions.
That's okay. We lost cell reception, obviously, because we're like in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and turns out a hurricane was coming in. Didn't know that. Like, and I think it was just like the spray, but monsoon was coming, right? They had no fucking idea, and so you know we hiked up and we camped at like the top of the mountain. Thankfully, kind of, but it was like a slight basin like this at the top, and so you know we had all our shit outside the tent. You know, we both like slept in the same tent. It was like a big like 2 or 3 man tent or whatever the fuck, and you know went to bed. We're waking up. I'm like, I got like a drip. You know.
Oh, that's
like,
wonderful.
I'm like, dude, this sucks because it's like filling up my sleeping bag. So I got like water on. It fucking sucks. But then like come awake and I'm like on a water bed.
What? Why?
It was like a water bed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I was like complaining. Yeah, I was complaining to my dad. I see, I got it. I was complaining to my dad, and we're like switched because he was like pissed off and he went to sleep. Whatever. Get up the next morning. It's like 7 o'clock or whatever. Zip. Open the tent, and we're floating on about like knee-high water. Yeah, like it fucking pissed rain that much that we're like on top of this.
Like your tent?
Our tent, because he had it staked down, but, like it
Yeah.
had slack in it, so we're like floating in the fucking tent on the water, right?
How did
So
the water not come through the tent?
I have no idea. It's
like a waterproof tent, I guess, like a- like a
it's definitely
tarp
water,
or something.
It's definitely a waterproof.
Okay.
It had
a waterproof except the top that was dripping on your fucking
exactly,
face.
except for the top.
Yeah.
I think it was because there was like a hole in it. Anyway, I'm like, fuck, this sucks. Like all our shit got ruined. Like there were bags.
Yeah.
Fuck. And we're like, all right, we gotta leave like today. Like we're like,
You got to walk.
Yeah.
I need to get up and walk
like,
12 miles.
Like all our shit was wet, and we're like, we're just gonna leave today.
Was it
right?
cold?
No, it was like September.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
Okay.
nice out. It got warm because like the fucking hurricane like moved away and like
okay.
heat came in.
So not
but-
only did you have to walk back, but you had to walk back with wet shit, which is even more heavy.
it sucked.
Dude, I would have been bitching the whole time.
Oh, 100%.
This is why people don't bring me. But they do bring me. They're like, oh my God, Joe's going to bitch the whole time. But he's kind of funny, so we'll bring him along. You know, I'm like that cute little teddy bear thing. They're like, well, we'll bring him along. He bitches a lot, but he makes it kind of funny. So that's what encouraged the show. It's all Doug's fault.
Right.
Doug went on many trips with me. I can't wait to get that son of a bitch on the show because this is originally his idea, and he watches every episode. Because
Does
last
he?
time, yeah,
Nice.
he's the only one. I think me and Doug are the only ones who watched every one. If you've watched every episode besides Doug, no, Doug, I know you're going to comment. Love you, buddy. Throw a comment down there. Doug, yeah, you're going to comment. I know it. But anybody else who's watched every one, throw a comment down there and let me know who you are.
It'll be
Doug's commented like 28 comments. Like nobody's getting
Really?
there. Nobody's getting to Doug. He's invincible.
I'm gonna just start doing the alphabet. I'm gonna get
Doug, you
that
got somebody coming
Yeah,
for
I'm
you
gonna get
now.
that revenue up. No, so we get up and we're like, fuck, we gotta go like all the way down. It's like 10, 12 miles, wherever the fuck it was, right? So we're like hiking. It's hot, like humid now because like the water. Fuck, like 8 miles, right? I swear to God, he's fucking. All right, so okay, like they're hiking, they're walking past us, and like it was like a family of like 3, right? And they're like, hey, you know,
Like they're going.
yeah, we're going down
Yeah.
the trailhead. They're coming in where we
And-
were just camping.
Yeah.
So, like,
and
they're
you're just
going
like
up-
the 12 miles isn't
Right.
worth it. Come back.
You know, hello, whatever, awesome. Hey, have a good day. You know, you just say hello or whatever the fuck, right? So then we're walking, and I swear to fucking God, this dude walks up. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, dude, how are you? Oh, it's a beautiful day out. Awesome." And walks by, and I go, I'm like, Dad, was he butt ass naked? I'm like, was that his bare ass? He's like, what the fuck? He had a fucking loincloth on his, like, over his dick. It was like a maple leaf or something. Like, it was just a leaf over his dick. What the fuck was that? So then we're walking.
I was going to ask how you didn't notice the naked from the front. So
I
I'm glad you explained.
I don't know.
I'm
I
like-
kept my, I kept it up. I give eye
It's
contact.
like when somebody's flies down, you're like, ah, nuts, I saw it,
mean,
but
it
now
was-
I can't say it.
It was just a passing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck was that? And we're walking a little bit, and I swear to God, this chick walks up. She's bare ass naked too. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, her crotch was covered, but like, I mean, her titties were out, right? Or they might have, then maybe she had nipple pastes. I don't really remember. Anyway, and then she like walked by. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? So when she walked up though, she's like, oh, hey, it's a beautiful day out. We're like, yep. Have a good day. She's like, yep. Happy Naked Hiking Day. What the fuck? That's a thing apparently? I had no idea. So it's like sometime in September or some shit. And if you want
I think that'd be like a July thing, but sure.
maybe it might be. It was sometime in the summer. I mean, this was like over a decade ago.
okay.
But Happy Naked Hiking Day. I'd never fucking forget that. I'm like, just
Well, I have a new sport that I'm in love with.
you
I
should.
guess. Yeah.
Hey, if
like-
you want to go see a bunch, I don't. You were
fuck the Super Bowl. We're going to that.
You were saying clothing optional camps. Maybe that's
Well,
what it is.
because like, yeah, I mean, that's a good example. But like, definitely, right? Like to bring that up. But I was just like, I figured, right? I'm just like, right? You have an image in your head that you're just like clothing optional, and you have two images that come up in your head. The first one is like, I'm gonna go there. Titties are everywhere, and like cute asses, like even for the girls, right? There'd be a guy with a cute butt or whatever they're into, big muscles or whatever, right? But no, you're gonna go there, and it's gonna be all these 87-year-old dudes, nuts dragging on the ground, and you're just like, this was a mistake. Like, I mean, I don't have any dignity left. It's fine. I'm already married, 10 years. What's she gonna do? I've trapped her financially. She's stuck here. I'll throw my nuts out. It's fine. What's she gonna do?
Are you gonna go?
I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? I just work too much. So, like, isn't this work? I don't know if this is work. It doesn't feel like work.
I have an uncle.
This would be awesome.
Yeah, I have an uncle, and he's gay, and he had a very similar story in a trailer park that was
Okay.
clothing optional.
Okay.
And he got there, and it was nothing but saggy balls and really old cock. Straight up, it's not a sight you want to.
Right, and even the thing, like, he's gay, and it's like shriveled up
it was
old
a gay-
cock,
it was
and
a-
you're just like if I saw shriveled up titties, I'm just like,
This was like I think
it's like a balloon that like the 5th day after the birthday party, and you're just like,
if I remember correctly, he said this was back in the 80s too.
time
so,
to pop it.
Yeah, I think he said this was back in the 80s, so it was like
Oh god, it's
like,
probably even worse.
dude, it was like back in the newspapers where they'd like put like coded messages and shit. No, like seriously. Like okay, wait. When people were closeted, like in the like 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever the fuck it was before it was like more normalized. Apparently, people would put it in the back of local newspapers and be like, "Hey, for a good time, look for the dude in left stall of this bathroom with a red bandana in his pocket," or something like that. Like that was the identifier, and that's how a lot of men would hook up with other men before they were, accepted or whatever. Which is kinda
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
I had no idea.
I'm not gay, so I didn't know the code. But I don't know if they hand out pamphlets. I don't know how they communicate. Like, how did you figure it out in the first place? Like, when you're like, I mean, if you're gay, that's cool. But like, how do you know the code? How'd you learn the code in the first place?
I don't know. Word of mouth? I have no idea.
What if there's a secret code that we could find titties? We don't know the code.
Dude,
It's the whole problem.
I have a theory.
Get the fuck over here.
Sorry. I have a
And we
theory.
gotta move this again. You keep jerking
Thank
it
you.
around.
Sorry.
There you go. Between the tits. Good lord. There you go.
My theory is
On.
how they got the code.
Oh, okay.
My theory is it started with truck drivers. And
Oh, with the CB?
not with the CB. No, I think okay.
Like horny penguin,
No,
That's
maybe.
maybe.
No, I think truck drivers moved around a lot. Obviously they're moving around, but I don't know if have you ever heard the term lot lizard?
Yeah, Rick used it last time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot lizard, and you know what that is, obviously. And
Yeah.
I think that's how they got through the word of mouth, like penis to mouth, like, hey, this is how we do it. And then
Yeah, but lot lizard he referred to as a female as well.
I
I would imagine there would be both.
I thought it was just men. There's a guy. I've listened to the.
I mean, maybe I didn't. Maybe I misunderstood. I think. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
there's a really good.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there's a
The
really
only
good.
thing shorter than my memory is my dick. So
There is a good, apparently, I forget what the fuck it was. I listened to it a while ago, but there was a dude that hitchhiked across all of America, and he was talking about his experience with lot lizard. He got into a tractor trailer at a truck stop. Guy said, "Hey," or he was hitchhiking. He's like, "Hey, I just need to get to so and so." He was just literally just seeing what the hobo life was like in America, like right now. And he got in the truck, and the dude's like, "All right, you ready?" "Fuck you mean, man?" He's like, "Aren't you like the guy?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Lot lizard." He's like, "Nah, I don't know what that is, man." He's like, "Oh."
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
Exit stage left.
yeah.
So you were talking about your relatives, and I think you were talking about a relative before. I don't know. Would they be interested in coming on the show? You have a relative that's been homeless for like 10 years. Is that true?
Oh, my grandfather?
I don't know.
So-
it was a relative of some sort. Your grandfather?
My grandfather. Okay. all
That
right.
just made it way more
my-
interesting. I was
my-
thinking some like 30, 40. No, we're talking
He's
some
70,
67, 70?
74? I think he's 74.
Okay, so
he is.
Would he do it?
He would be an interesting guy. You're not going to see him for another year, though.
Why?
Because I only see him once a fucking year.
Because it's cold?
Yeah, because one, he like barely ever has a fucking working car. Like people just give him cars to use and shit. Yeah, dude, my grandfather was fucking interesting. I barely know the man, like legitimately. Like
Is he going to kill me?
no.
Oh,
He's,
okay.
No. He
Well, then bring him over.
well, if I see him, I mean, I saw him in January. He only comes like during like Christmas time.
I can give him firewood.
Oh, I don't know if he would take that, but no.
I don't know. Where's he going to put it if you're homeless?
Well, okay, he's a homeowner now.
That just threw the whole thing out the window.
He's a homeowner now. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. He's like, yeah, man. Get this. I pay $17 in taxes every year. I'm like, okay, well, show me this thing. It's an open walled shack. It's not a home. It's not a home, dude. It's got.
Oh, I need a picture.
I'll have
Does he
to
have a
ask him.
phone?
He has a phone, but
What?
I
can text him. Get me his number.
okay.
Get me an in with your grandpa.
Okay.
Can I call him grandpa? You said grandfather.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't want to insult
His
him.
name is Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call him-
Another Richard for my show.
Sometimes we call him Old Dick. You know. So.
Dick jokes.
Yep. Up.
Joe's a tiny wiener.
Well, we asked him one time. We're like, you know, how do you get dick out of Richard? He's like, oh, you just ask him. Anyway, but dude, he bounces around and he lives in other people's homes. Like he like
Okay, so I got to give him like a room for a night or two and he'll come do my podcast. Does he
But-
stink?
yeah,
Fuck.
How
I got
long
a
do you
shower though. You can have it in a shower.
maybe.
So we shower the dogs, but I won't tell him that.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Ever since I was a kid, like
He's not allowed to stay though. Like
okay,
2 days, 3 days, and then you're done.
slip in the trunk.
Like I will call the cops.
Right.
Like-
No, he's
Can't stay longer than the podcast.
but I found out recently. Yeah, he got this shack, and I'm like, so where are you at now? Because like last year it was Alabama, and then the year before that was Texas, and then the year before that was like Louisiana, and then it was Minnesota. Like he bounces around a lot, and because he's got family in Minnesota. and
What's he
then
do for money?
Nothing. He literally does nothing. He hasn't.
I gotta get this
I don't
guy.
think he's had a job in 20 years.
Gotta get this
I don't
guy.
think he's had a job.
Come
in 20
on.
years.
I can't get
He's
the
an interesting
wrestlers. I
dude.
need that guy.
Yeah.
You gotta get me a connection.
He's yes. My grandfather is interesting. He is actually what the fuck was it? I don't remember now. No, I every year it's like, oh, what piece of shit truck does he have? You know, like it's always like falling apart or like, you know, but
Yeah. Want to move on to another one?
yeah, sure.
Great. All right. So everybody is going to agree with this one.
Complaint!
Why do bathroom stalls have giant gaps in them? Where did it start? Why haven't we ended it? What the hell is going on? Was there some engineer that was just a super pervert and then that's
Okay.
where it came from?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know why?
I have no idea why.
Why?
It is.
What are we trying to let the smell out? Right? That's not a thing. It could go up. Why do you need to see my feet? What the hell?
Maybe it's like one of those things that like you like come to the bathroom and you're like, is it open? You know, like is it one of those things?
We could do like a light on the.
Is
You
there-
know, you turn it like a porta
Is
john.
there 2 people in there?
There's two people. If it's backwards, you know they're doing coke off the seat. That's the one you want to go in.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Is that why? I don't understand. Like, there's no reason. And then the gap in the door is like that big. Like, if you really wanted to, you could see my dick from the fucking sink. You could see if you really wanted to.
Right.
I don't know why you would. You could also see if I'm finished, if I'm standing up, if I'm buckling up. Like, you can see everything going on in there. You could see the shoes that I've picked out today, the underwear I've picked out today. I don't know why you wanted to know. I don't know why that engineer wants to know. Were we saving on material
Wait.
like that much? It's been. You know how much this has saved America? That we've had this much block taken out of every fucking stall.
Okay. All right. Europeans,
Yeah.
supposedly their bathrooms are like, you know, to the floor or whatever, right?
I don't
Because
know.
they're
I've never
unisex.
been there.
I haven't either, but aren't they like unisexed? Unisex bathrooms,
Are
and
they?
then they're like completely closed doors or whatever.
I don't know.
Right? Am I wrong? Maybe.
I've never been across the Great Atlantic Ocean, so how would I know?
I don't know.
Somebody gonna send me a picture of a bathroom stall?
Maybe.
That's what I need. I need people taking pictures in bathrooms for me.
No,
That's what we need.
If we're gonna have gaps in the bathroom stalls, like you're saying, like at least make the floor clear and the piping clear so that you can watch it. Like,
Be like me, just
if you're gonna show it already, you might as well show everything.
show all of it. Don't hide any of it.
You
right?
have those fuck dude, even better. Okay, Pittsburgh, Jerome, you know Jerome Bettis obviously because you're a Steelers fan, but the bus stop, I think is what it's called. You ever been there? It's like a restaurant.
I don't think so.
It's a restaurant. If you go, it's okay. It's whatever. But the bathroom, you should go for the bathrooms. Apparently, like if I remember correctly, you go in and you open the door, and they have that one-sided glassing. So the urinal is and you're taking a piss, and you can see everyone eating. Like it's super weird. It's super weird, dude. You're like you just see like some dude cutting into a steak while you're like urinating. You're just like. It's weird, but
So I got my hand on my meat while that guy's cutting
that
his
guy why
meat.
he's cutting his meat.
Perfect.
See, you brought it around, man.
Yeah.
You brought it around. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
that's a good thing. They call
You like
it,
see a chick over there with huge tits, and you're like, I gotta piss.
they call that. That's wild. They call that choice meat.
I'm going to hell. All
the
right.
choice cut, but
But I always said I want to go to hell. I don't want to go to heaven because I won't know anybody. So, you know. And it's probably warm down there, right?
I mean, I think it's better on the
It's
neck.
like windy up
Like
there.
I feel like it's easier too. Like you can like lay down and look up rather than
Yeah,
like constantly.
right? like constantly looking down.
But
By that time, my nuts are going to be dragging on the clouds.
dude, I forgot that. All right, I had to mention this on my way here. There's a sign. Oh my God, there was a sign. I wrote it down. What does it say? This is quick. Oh,
A sign? What do you mean a sign?
there's this, you know, there's signs. I don't know. It might have been a church, I think, maybe.
Oh,
But like
okay.
you know, there's like signs where they put the letters in. And
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
This said PTSD tailgate party next week. This is fucked up, but would it not be
Duh.
Hey, we go set some fireworks.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say it. What?
That's total horseshit.
You're such an ass.
Dude, and then we,
That's funny though.
Then
We're definitely going to hell.
dude.
But
Yeah.
Rick better not watch this, or he's totally going to go do that.
Really? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
maybe not do that.
You've met him now, so
Yeah, he might do that. He might do
Might
that.
open your life up.
That's fucked up. But like, I mean,
he would totally do it. That's fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up.
That
But I
is
mean, it is a thought. I mean,
fucked.
it's. I was just thinking. I was like, man, you know what would be fucked up?
God damn it!
Like,
It's even worse if you'd get a helicopter.
oh no! You get a
Oh.
loudspeaker
Oh my
and you play on a loop like Vietnamese like yellings and shit like they used to. You know what I mean?
So much
It's
podcast instantly canceled.
yeah, probably. I mean,
That's what we're here for.
But-
Oh, that's funny. This is titled "Friend Drunk in Car" from Andy.
friend drunken car.
All right, sell me on it. Give me the. Give
he
me.
wasn't
give me-
driving.
Give me the hook.
Okay,
At the beginning.
All right, the hook at the beginning.
I don't know. Give me
Okay,
something
well,
to-
he was not driving it.
Well, that's good.
That is good.
Okay.
So we go down to visit.
Condense it into 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. So we go down to where my fiance goes to college. I'm not gonna say that, but go down. We're going drinking with our friends, right? And he drinks a lot, and we we went out to the bars and we got shit faced, and he got more so than everyone else, and he was hitting on one of my fiance's friends, and they stayed behind. So
when
we
you're
went
in college, that shit happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we went home and didn't hear from him. Like, where the fuck is he at, right?
Yeah.
Where are they at? You know, and then they like came in really, like, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, right? And he passed out on the couch. Okay, so we get up in the morning and
He was with your fiance's friend?
yeah, they were both
They came back together, passed out on the couch.
passed out on the couch.
Got it.
Nothing happened. They just drank a shit ton.
Yet.
No, I don't think I know. But
They're married now, have 7 kids.
Yeah, 7 kids. No, they so we get up in the morning, we're like, hey, we gotta like leave and at like 7 or whatever. It's like you only slept a couple hours. So he's like freaking out. He's like, where the fuck is my phone? I'm like, he's notorious for losing his phone all the fucking time, right?
Yeah.
So
We've all got that fucking friend.
Every time. So like he always gives me his wallet and he's like, don't let me drink too much. And I always try to stop him and he always drinks too much. But regardless, love him to death. Funny motherfucker. But so we get up in the morning, we're like, hey, we're leaving. He's like, I don't know where my phone's at. And we're like, dude, like this is like the worst time. Fuck, okay. Here, track. He's like, can I use your phone to track it? Like, sure. He's like, okay, it's like down the road in this parking lot. Oh, okay. So
All right.
we're like, oh, maybe it was the Uber, right? Because we tried calling. They tried calling the Uber. They're like, oh, maybe you left the phone in the fucking Uber's car, right? And we're like, shit, okay. So we go down the road and we're calling it. We're trying to find it. Fuck is it? It's vibrating in this car, in the fucking, like it was sitting in the door frame, right? Like, yeah. And we're like, whoa. Like we can hear it. We're like, fuck. We're like, we don't, like, it was like an apartment complex. We're like, dude, I don't know what we do here, right? So we're like, okay. We put like a sticky note on there.
Oh my
and be
God.
like, hey, we found my phone. Or no, it was like, please call me with the number, phone in my car or something like that, right? So we're driving back up home because we're like, there's nothing else we can do at this point, right?
Yeah.
So we're like driving and we get a phone call from our fiance and she's like, you'll never fucking believe this, right? Because we put her phone number on there. The owner of the car called. Okay. She was freaked out because she thought he was stalking him. And I'm like, well, his phone, like, did you explain? Like, yeah. So well, that's why she didn't pick up the phone right away, or like she like freaked out, right? So turns out, my friend and my fiance's friend, they got really shit faced, obviously. They left the bar and they passed out. They passed out on a parked car on the side of the street. They just opened it and they fell asleep in the back of someone else's fucking car, right? So this girl comes up and they're getting ready with their 2 friends and they're getting ready to leave. They open the door and there's 2 fucking random people sitting in the back of their fucking car.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So then they propped them up, put them in the fucking, like a park bench. Hey, see ya. They came to it, they called an Uber, got home. Okay. Girl with the car fucking goes to her apartment, says goodnight to her friends, opens her door, closes her door, turns the light on, goes into her room, opens the door, opens the closet door. There's a fucking dude in her fucking closet covering himself with her clothes, and he sees her, fucking bolts out the fucking front door, and she's like, what the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck was that? She's calling the police. Apparently, like, notoriously, down at this college, there's a guy that will sneak into girls' like apartments to watch them fucking sleep. Like, it's super weird, right? Like, apparently it's a thing. So this chick is obviously freaking the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
Well, the next morning,
she gets a fucking note on her car.
And she's like, oh my God, this dude's stalking us. So she calls the cops again. And they told her, call the number. You call the number. It's my fiance. And she's like, oh, hey, my friend left his phone. And she's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And she's like, and then eventually they put 2 and 2 together. But I'm like, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Shit.
It's fucking crazy. But that's
like the crazy. That'd be like a crazy night for that fucking.
That
chick.
is crazy. It's
that. She's got like 7 kids now.
I feel so bad because we're like, oh my God, we do this. Someone's sleeping in her fucking car.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah.
Someone's leaving notes. Someone's fucking.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, but it's funny.
College stories. You know,
Yeah, it's
that was
funny.
fun. No, that'd be crazy for her though. Like,
Yeah, can you imagine? Like,
yeah, I mean, we've all had nights like that though.
yeah.
You know, when I've found random people in my car. No, Fuzz did that to one my time. He threw
Really?
up all over the back of my car.
Really? Oh, like
That son of a
Like-
bitch. I had the car for like 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly threw up all over the back
well,
of it.
you know, when we were out and she threw up in your car.
Yeah, well, I'm used to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she
you
just
were,
hit like the side. She didn't even like do a diligence and get all of it.
Dude,
you
I
know,
just-
like psh, pansy shit.
total shit faced.
Like, come on, you can do better than that.
total shit faced in the back. And you're like, oh, you want to see my new car? Whee! You know, just like fucking
Well, that's
ripping
why I
it.
fucking came over.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
it's
don't give a
true. I
shit.
wanted to see it. Yeah.
I got the weather all tech weather mat, whatever the fuck it is. It's off brand shit because I ain't buying that fucking ritzy shit. That ain't fucking happening. So
Yeah.
sweet, man. Well, I think we gotta end it here because I don't want to edit anymore
That's fair.
than this.
How long
But
was
yeah,
it?
I mean, probably got like an hour and 20, like I usually do. You know, it's usually like an hour and 20. You know, enough that like, it's not too much. You know, because I
Yeah.
gotta watch all this and then edit.
You have to watch all of it?
Well, yeah. If I gotta beep out shit or if I gotta like whatever, yeah, I gotta keep that quality up, bro. Or like when we were staring at the screen for a little bit, cut that out. When Rick came and dropped the fucking tank off, when Maddie walked through, I gotta edit that
Yeah.
out. So it's like, yeah. And then I got a wedding tomorrow, so I gotta work tomorrow. So
Sucks.
yeah, so that's why I'm trying to do it on like mid Saturday because then I got like plenty of time.
That makes sense.
But like the first one was like an hour and 45, but that's because I was like figuring it out. So, but now that we kind of got like a method going, yeah, when it gets to be like the hour and 20, I'm like, all right, let's wrap it up. Let's do another like one last good one or something. But then like, but yeah, man, I think it went well, and then we have topics for next time, right? Because like I'll have you on again if you're interested.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, as long as you don't fall off the fucking screen. Or where you're going.
Sorry.
Don't you love me?
I
Get
do-
your flip flops over here.
Oh, sorry.
This motherfucker wore flip flops. It's in my basement.
I know. It's
Fucking 12 degrees down here.
well,
It's also winter time. Like,
dude, I can't complain. I came in the
wear real shoes.
Yeah, you sound like my fiance.
I do?
Yeah.
You have a tiny dick.
Yeah.
I want more money. Fuck me real good.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Gotta cut
Fuck me like the milkman.
that. Cut that shit.
I didn't say anything about your mom. See, I kept all that shit out. See, I'm a quality person. I'll make fun of you and your fiance. You invited me to your wedding, so you shouldn't have done that. You're used to. You'd be like, ripping that fucking invite out now. That son of a bitch, he's not coming.
Speaking of, when you go to my wedding,
That's total horseshit.
I'm gonna have you meet my Ukrainian friend.
Who?
That is the single-handedly most interesting person I've ever met in my life. He
Dope.
has the craziest life story.
Let's do it. That's what I want.
should-
I'm
we
just
should
doing
talk
my
to him.
friends now, so that way I can get comfortable with the whole
He was
situation.
just he was just at the inauguration.
That's sweet. Inside. Yeah.
Yeah, set it up.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching episode 6. That's a wrap on that. If you liked it, throw down a like down there. Push the button. It's right down there somewhere. And if you want to get notified when we have more episodes with me, Andy, Rick, maybe his crazy,
Frem.
his grandpa,
My gra-
his Ukrainian friend. If I ever get those wrestlers on here, that would be dope. I'm super excited about that. I got like 1,000 questions for them. Like
You have actual wrestlers you're trying to get? A hold
like
of?
amateur wrestlers, yeah. Like we go to their shows and I'm trying to hit them up. Like you have got to have an interesting story. Please come on my podcast and let's
cool.
just talk. Like it could be mutual, right? Like I'll promote your wrestling events or whatever, and you promote my thing. It's like, come on, this could be a ton of fun.
That's cool.
So, and if they have any,
Complaint.
we'll do that. Like, what could they, get complaint about being slammed on your face? Being slammed on tacks or ladders. Like, how do you get slammed on a ladder and then go to work on Monday?
You still need to get an
So-
Amish guy in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm working
Have
on
to.
it. He's on the list too. So,
Good.
yeah.
You just have Amish.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see ya.